Have you ever wanted to turn yourself into a K-pop idol but had no idea where to even start? Well, I just found the best workflow for it using nothing but AI, and the results are so impressive that you'll get your real face restyled into an actual idol, with the hair, the makeup, and the whole stage look. So, in this video, I'll show you the full process, starting from just one picture. The tool I'm using for everything in this video is called OpenArt, an all-in-one platform that gives me every AI model I need in one place. If you want to follow along, I've left a link to OpenArt in the description below. When you first log in, you land on the main navigation bar with options for director, video, image, character, world, and audio. Now, the reason this first step matters so much is that if you generate a fresh image of yourself every time, consistency starts to fall apart. And after a few generations, you'll look like a totally different person. So before I make a single idol photo, I need to lock in my look. So click on Image, and that will take you to the image generation workspace. There you'll see the model selector. Click on it and select Nano Banana Pro, which I'll use for every image in this video because it's really good at photoreal images and at keeping my real face looking the same. I'll also set the aspect ratio to 16:9. Then I'll upload my selfie as the reference. And instead of asking for a finished photo, I'll ask for a look sheet, which is basically just one image of me from 3 angles. A full body shot from the front, one from the back, and a close-up of my face. So I'll paste in my prompt where I'm describing that I want to keep my face and all my characteristics from the uploaded photo, and just restyle me as a K-pop idol. I'll create 5 different character sheets in total, starting with this one. This is the stage outfit, and it looks like something a real idol would perform in. All 3 angles are there, and my face is exactly the same as the original image. The reason you build it from 3 angles is that it gives the model everything it needs to keep you looking identical later, no matter how the camera moves or how busy the scene gets. So I'll save this one as my stage look, so I can pull it into any shot from here on. Now I just do the exact same thing 4 more times, swapping the concept each time, so I'll speed this up and show you the rest. First, a sharp high fashion version in a tailored black suit. This is perfect for high-end fashion magazines. Then a soft pastel one with a totally different vibe. This can be used for things like photo cards or general pictures where you want to look really cute. Next is an off-duty look with casual clothes and no makeup. This is extremely useful for creating shots based on everyday life, which help build a stronger connection with your audience. And finally, a brand ambassador, the kind a company would put in a commercial. I look exactly the same in all of them, with the only thing that changes being the style. So now I've got 5 different idol versions of myself, each one for a different use case. But a look sheet is only the reference, you'd never actually post one, so now I'll turn one of these into the first real thing an idol would use. And the first thing fans see is the album concept photo, that moody hero shot that drops the second a new album gets announced. So I'll head back into the image generation workspace, keep Nano Banana Pro selected, and this time I'll set the aspect ratio to 4:5, since an album cover is taller than it is wide. What's great about an album concept is that you can take the same face and give it 2 completely opposite moods, so I'll do both. I'll start with the soft one, so I'll reference my soft look, and in the prompt I'll ask for a dreamy pastel set to match the style of the outfit. This soft one comes out looking exactly like a real comeback teaser, warm and dreamy, and my face is glowing, but it's still me. It's the concept you'd use for a softer title or a special edition of the album. Then I want the complete opposite, a dark, fierce concept. And this is the part where it's really easy to lose consistency. Because the moment you put dramatic colored light on a dark concept, without the correct reference and prompt, it's very easy for the AI to adjust that new palette onto your features. So the trick is to keep the main light on the face clean and neutral, and push the color, the red edge light, and the haze into the background and the sides only. I'll reference my editorial look for this one, and I'll paste in the prompt with that exact lighting setup. And the difference is obvious. The changes didn't affect my face or hair, but the whole shot is still dark and powerful. Exactly the kind of concept you'd put on a main title track. So now I've got 2 album covers in completely different styles. But one cover is never enough for K-pop fans. They want a whole stack of these to collect. So that's exactly what I'll make next. So now let's make some photo cards, but creating a whole set of them one at a time would take forever. The trick is to make the whole set inside one single image. So back in the image generation workspace, I'll keep every setting the same, and this time I'll reference my soft look. And in the prompt, I'll ask for a 2x2 grid of 4 photo cards, each one in its own frame with a thin white border, exactly like the real cards that come with an album. The important part is asking for a different pose and expression on every card, so the set actually has variety instead of 4 versions of the same shot. These are honestly very cute. The set comes out as 4 separate cards in one image with the same face and style but with totally different expressions. And we got all of them from just a single prompt. Then I'll make a second set, this time referencing my stage look for a concert version. Keep the same settings for maximum consistency, and in the prompt, ask again for a 2x2 grid. Now each card gets its own concert lighting color and a more performance-ready pose, so it feels like real merch from an actual tour. With the grid method, you can create whole sets of photo cards in just a few minutes. And since we're creating K-pop merch, let's take it one step further. The biggest promo piece an idol gets is the tour poster, the kind you'd see outside an arena. And what makes a poster different from everything so far is that it needs real text on it with very specific details. Now, most AI models can struggle when it comes to generating text, so you've really got 2 options. Keep regenerating until the text comes out right, or generate the poster with no text at all and add it yourself afterwards. For the first one, I'll go with a fierce arena style, so I'll switch the aspect ratio to 2:3 for a tall vertical poster, and I'll reference my stage look. In the prompt, I'll describe a bold tour poster with dramatic stage lighting, and the key is having the text actually interact with me, overlapping my silhouette and running vertically the way a real label would design it. Then I'll give it the actual tour details and a tickets on sale now line. Let's generate. This honestly looks like a real-world tour poster with the text wrapping around me. Everything is accurate, and it even has Korean characters to make it more realistic. Then I'll make the same poster as a soft comeback version, swapping to my soft look and a dreamy pastel style. It's the same tour details, but now it reads like a gentle comeback announcement instead of a huge arena show, so you can take one poster and completely change its vibe, all thanks to the character sheets we've created. With the posters done, we can use the same style with an image with text for a totally different use case. The next place an idol shows up is on the cover of a magazine, so I'll keep Nano Banana Pro on. Stay at the 2:3 vertical ratio since a cover is the same shape, and this time I'll reference my editorial look. The trick with a cover is to tell it exactly where every piece goes. So in the prompt, I'll lay out a big magazine title across the top, cover lines down the sides, and a small barcode and date in the corner. And it comes out looking like a real fashion cover, with me as the cover star and cover lines running down the side. Then for the inside of the magazine, I want a 2-page spread. So this time I'll switch the aspect ratio to 3:2, which is landscape, since a spread is 2 pages side by side. I'll keep referencing my editorial look, and in the prompt, I'll describe a full bleed photo across the left page. Then on the right, a big pull quote, a couple of columns of text, and a page number in the corner, exactly like a real magazine feature. And the same text rule applies here, so if the pull quote or the body text comes out misspelled, you just re-roll it or fix the type in the edit. It comes out as a proper 2-page feature, like I actually sat down for an interview with a fashion magazine. And with these layouts, you can put your idol on a tour poster or a magazine cover and create content like this at scale. But everything up till now has just been about images, and the most important thing about an idol is when you see them perform live. So to actually see me perform, back in the main page, click on video. This will take you to the video generation workspace. And again, you'll see a model selector. This time select Seedance 2 as the model since it's currently one of the best video generators for realistic physics and maximum consistency. I'll set the aspect ratio to 9:16 since fan footage is always shot vertically on a phone, and keep it at 1080p and 15 seconds with the audio on. Then I'll reference my stage look so it's the same performer the whole time. And I don't even have to give it a song. Seedance generates the K-pop vocals and the entire performance from scratch. Now the trick to making a performance actually look real is to film it from a few different fan angles that all cut together, like real stolen footage from the concert. And the key is that each angle moves the way the person actually holding the phone would. So the first angle is from the side of the stage, the kind a crew member who isn't supposed to be recording would get, so the phone stays low and the movements are careful and nervous. Let's generate. This already feels like something that got secretly filmed and leaked, with the angle hidden and the sound muffled and distant. Then, for the second angle, I want the opposite energy, an excited fan down in the crowd with their phone held up over their head. So in the prompt, I'll add elements like a shaky camera, light sticks, and the full stage. And this one nails that crowd fan cam feel. You can even see someone else recording on their phone, and the footage matches exactly what's happening on the stage. Honestly, this one is so good it's hard to tell it was done with AI. The last angle is a zoomed in fan cam from way back in the venue, so I'll paste in this and generate. The movement here is a bit more stiff than the other ones, but honestly, it's hard to notice. And because each angle moves exactly how that person would hold their phone, when you cut all three together, they feel like three different people genuinely filmed the same show. So now I've got a full live performance of myself, from a concert that never actually happened. But an idol's whole life happens off the stage too, and that side matters just as much. So the first thing an idol does off stage is front some product of a brand. To do this, the first thing we need is the product itself. So I'll head back into image generation, and this time I'll set the aspect ratio to 1:1 and use no reference at all, since this is a brand new object. In the prompt, I'll describe a sleek skincare serum bottle shown from different angles. This looks like a real product shoot that a professional photographer would do. Now for the ad itself, I'll head back into the video workspace with Seedance 2 still selected, switch the aspect ratio to 16:9 since a commercial is shot widescreen, and this time I'll reference two things: my brand look and the product I just made. And the key here is keeping the camera smooth and stable, the complete opposite of the shaky fan footage, because a real brand ad is supposed to look professionally shot. Seedance can handle the talking too, so I'll write myself a quick line: let's generate.
Okay, my secret to glass skin? This. Lumiere Radiant Serum. 2 drops every morning and my skin has never looked this good. So glowy, so hydrated. Honestly, I'm obsessed. Go try it, trust me.
The lip sync is realistic, the movement is accurate, and both me and the product stay consistent throughout. This could be used as a real ad by an actual company. Now, the last piece we're missing is the personal aspect of an idol's life, something like an Instagram story to connect with the fans. So I'll switch back to a 9:16 vertical, reference my casual look, and prompt a selfie-style video filmed at arm's length like I'm talking right into my phone, announcing a new show with tickets out now.
Hey everyone! Guess what? My new show is finally here and tickets are officially on sale right now. I can't wait to see you all there. It's going to be so much fun.
And this feels exactly like a real story an idol would post, relaxed and personal, like I'm just talking straight to my followers. Now, one honest thing, in these casual looks, I read a lot more like my normal self than a full stage idol, which is to be expected. So with this workflow, you can create any piece of K-pop content you want from just a single image of yourself. And you can do everything inside OpenArt without ever needing to switch to a different platform. So if you want to turn yourself into a K-pop idol, use the link in the description to sign up to OpenArt. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.